I can make her spinning songs about a lady when I haven't met her, but she only hit it on one Sarah better. If I say I love her, am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I overzealous? But I know the feeling.
Good morning, colonists. Please stand for the pledge. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Hello, colonists. Mrs. Cuellar here. How you doing? Hope you had a good week. I'm here, per usual, with your college and career announcements. First of all, let's talk about application deadlines. For my 10th grade Simon Scholars, you know who you are. Today is your deadline for round 2. Make sure that you're submitting your essay questions and your recommendation requests to your teachers or your counselor or your community member. Remember, you need 3 letters of recommendation at most, but 2 must be from teachers. So again, Simon Scholars, today is the day. Get those round 2 applications in by tonight. And then to my seniors that are applying for the CTE cord for graduation, the career cord, please submit your application no later than today. I will be putting a list together of which students qualify, and I will be getting that out to you next week. But again, CTE cord applications and supporting documents are due to me today for that graduation recognition. All right, 9th graders, there is still time to sign up for some college workshops that we have planned, sponsored by UCI EAOP. They're here in the month of March. Miss Nguyen, your 9th grade counselor, sent out an email with the flyer as well as the link to sign up. So please make sure you're doing that. I know as a 9th grader, you may not be thinking about college, but it's never too early to start planning and learning all the things you need to be doing, the classes you need to be taking in order to be prepared for your senior year and applying to colleges and universities. So the workshops on the docket are preparing for 10th grade, introduction to the UC system and the 9 campuses that the UC system has, and then there's also a workshop about community college. So please look for the email from Ms. Nguyen. You can also access all of the workshops on our college and career event calendar under Counselor's Corner, per usual. And then to my seniors, you should be applying for or signing up for the financial aid award letter workshops. So you've applied for FAFSA, you've applied for DREAM Act, now what? You will be receiving, financial aid letters in your email, in your student portals, and trying to figure out and compare what one school is offering versus what another school is offering. We have workshops scheduled to help you with all the things. So on the college and career event calendar, there are a couple of workshops coming up to help you with that process. So head over to the calendar and get signed up for that. There are, Gear Up is putting on a workshop, and so is Fullerton College. And then I also wanted to quickly say, for my seniors that are going to Fullerton College, did you miss the March 2nd deadline? Do you want 2 years of free tuition at Fullerton or maybe Cypress? You still need to submit your financial aid application. You still need to, that's still a requirement. If you missed the March 2nd deadline and you want your 2 years of free tuition, you can still apply for FAFSA or DREAM Act. And I highly recommend that you get on that so that you can start the process for going to the community college. And like I've said before, there's a ton of workshops hosted by Fullerton College on the calendar this month and next month to help you with your steps. There's a couple of steps that you have to do in order to qualify for the pledge benefits, which is the 2 years of free tuition. So please get on that if you have not already. And then lastly, seniors, Once you know where you're going to school, are you going to a Cal State? Are you going to a UC? Are you going to a private school? Are you going to a community college? Please let Gear Up know, or if you're in Avid or Puente, let Miss Gerardo or Mr. Tenorio know where you're going. Please let me know as well where you're going to school and the college, the college you're going to. We want to have you take a picture, a selfie, and we want to recognize you on where you're going. And then we will be posting your picture on the senior porch out here by counseling. So please take care of that as well. You should be hearing from the UC system very, very soon if you have not already. All right, colonists, that's it for me today. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Cano, and I'm back with MX Cruz to give you all the announcements for this week. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll be going over an upcoming workshop that hasn't been posted yet, but will be distributed and announced later on this month. But I wanted all of you to be the first to know. So the upcoming workshop that's going to be happening later this month is about financial literacy. And the whole theme of it is Beyond a Paycheck, a Road Trip to Financial Success. So you may be wondering, what is financial literacy? So basically, it's just the ability for you to understand how your finances are working out for you, seeing the flow of like how money is for you, whether saving, spending, all that good stuff. And from this workshop, we want you to join us at the Gear Up Senior Academy to be able to meet and network with exciting guest speakers that will be joining us and become a financial literacy expert. And if you do decide to come, and I hope you will, we'll be having an opportunity drawing later at the end of the session of the workshop. You'll have more financial insight. You'll have abilities of budgeting, understanding how banking works for yourself, and understanding grants that you can be able to have when you start for college or vocational school or whatever that may be. And this event will be starting off in March 22nd through the 24th. So it's a 3-day event that you're required to attend all of them. And it's going to be happening from 10 a.m. through 12 p.m. And priority registration, just so you all can have a note of it, is going to be on March 18th. So again, March 18th for priority registration to take full advantage of this event. And thank you. And Ms. Kano will be going over other important announcements. Take it away.
Thank you. Yes, so I will be going over the Pledge and Promise program briefly, just because I know some of you may have heard that there's a Pledge of Promise program where you can get 2 years free tuition, but you haven't heard much more about it. So I just want to give you all a couple of important points that I believe all of you should be aware of. So I first want to let you know that the Pledge and Promise program is with Cypress and Fullerton College. So those two community colleges offer 2 years free tuition for all of you AUHSD students. And the way that you get those 2 years free tuition is by meeting a few requirements. So one of those requirements is completing your financial aid application. So even if you haven't already done that, please go ahead and do it, and you would still be eligible for the 2 years free tuition. Even if you didn't meet the March 2nd deadline, you can still do it now. And you also need to meet with your counselor and for sure complete the application for either Fullerton or Cypress College or both. And once you complete the application, then you can go ahead and meet with your college counselor, and your college counselor will help you choose your classes, register for classes. They'll also guide you through the orientation process. You can actually start the orientation process after you apply for the college. So a few days later, when you receive your ID number and for the college, then you can start with the orientation process as well. So all of these steps, I know it is a lot of information, but all of these steps are necessary in order for you to get the 2 years free tuition. It's not lengthy steps. It is a good handful of steps, but you can get them done in not does not take a long period of time to get them done. So I would say just go ahead and start completing your Fullerton and Cypress College applications, and any other community colleges that you might be interested in. Although they not all of them are part of the Pledge and Promise, you can still get some financial aid for any of them. So start with your community college applications, then go ahead and connect with the college counselor. You can always ask us about it. We can connect you with them, or you can ask your counselor, Miss Ambrose, and she can help you out, get connected with Fullerton College or Cypress College staff members. And that's basically the gist of what the pledge program is. They are going to provide you with the 2 years free tuition and some extra assistance as well. You get more individualized counseling and just a program there to support you. So take advantage of it.
Thank you, Ms. Kano. So following up with that, I'm going to be presenting the tip of the week for you all. So as I mentioned, as we get closer to our upcoming event for financial literacy, and we are starting to talk about how to budget and make financial decisions, one of our staffers, Ms. Sanchez, gave us a little tip that I feel like you all might be able to gain from. So hear me out. So I have 5 money saving hacks on social media for things like your morning coffee. For example, she used to order iced coffees and add shots if she ever felt tired with a splash of free creamer. Cheaper than a latte, right? There's a lot of accounts online for college students or high school students that have simple tips just like this. And Miss Sanchez is part of the family engagement team. And I want you all to recognize that saving for money can be in multiple ways, as simply as your morning cup of coffee. And so, with that being said, I highly recommend you searching on TikTok or whatever social media, because I know y'all are on there. So you can start searching up hashtags such as personal finances, budgeting tips, budgeting, and other ways to look up ways to save and stretch your money. And I know this could be beneficial for both those attending community for a year, going into the workforce. Doesn't matter, it all applies. And saving coin is great too. But moving on, Miss Kano will take it off.
Yes, thank you. So, the last thing that we have for you all today is the quote of the week. So, our quote for this week is fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. And this quote is by Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So we encourage you to go ahead and follow what you believe in and whatever you feel passionate about, and do so in a way that encourages others to come along with you and join you and support you because you are supporting them as well. So this is our motivational quote of the week.
Yeah, so speaking on that about having others join you, make sure if you're attending either of these workshops within Gear Up to let your friends know, let people in your community know. That would be beneficial for them, because I know having support will be beneficial for everybody. So we highly encourage you to do so. And speaking of further support, feel free to follow us on Instagram at CSUF Gear Up for the latest reports of upcoming workshops, some that we mentioned, or other helpful tips that will be beneficial for you, like scholarships pertaining to your specific identity, whatever that may be. And make sure to also attend office hours Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. through 4 p.m. for further support about things that we just said, or just personal stuff that you wanted to have clarity about. So please feel free to join us. And thank you again for listening and signing off.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Bye.